Welcome back to the Afternoon Express Kitchen. Now you might be wondering, what are we cooking up today? Well, we're taking you on a journey. We're taking a journey to the Middle East with our food and the delectable flavors that we've got going on in the kitchen. So if you want to find out where to get all the recipe ingredients and details, please just head over to our Afternoon Express website, and that's where we've decked out everything for you. Now, Dumi, we're on part 2 of creating these beautiful falafels. So what's next?
The one thing I do love about Middle Eastern cuisine is that it's very forgiving of different dietary requirements, because over there we're making falafels that are vegetarian, and then over here we're making koftas which are lamb-based, which means that a person, if you're at a party or if you want to serve people different options, you've got the option of giving people that or the koftas. So I'm making the koftas now. We're about to shape them because I know that there's also a very signature way that they're supposed to be done, like you were saying earlier, that, like, we kebab them in a skewer. Normally we find kebabs as different types of meat that's actually different from what we have here. We've actually got some that we made earlier, so that's how they turn out after they've been cooked. So we're just making the mixture and we're going to shape them nicely and cook them until they're perfectly cooked.
Beautiful. Sisanda, on your side, I can see that you've got a bit of a weapon there. What are you going to be doing over there on your side as well?
So I'm going to be shaping the koftas just before we grill them on the stove. So do I just press the meat on the skewer?
Yeah. Just with your thumb, and
because
it's very simple.
It's simple. I've never done this before, I must say.
Well, you are just like me. Don't worry, girl. We're all in this together. But if we go back to the extraordinaire here, you're unlike us. You're well seasoned and well experienced within this type of food, and that's essentially what brought you to South Africa. So if we were to just see how you whip it up there in the Middle East, we've already got our mixture of the chickpeas. We've put the powder, the flour inside of here, those baking soda, all the flavors, the onion, the garlic. Now it's time to get processing.
Yeah, so I'm just going to make some noise.
Let's make a bit of noise.
Just to pulse it, yeah.
Oh.
You don't want it in a paste.
Beautiful.
Pulse it.
So essentially, this technique here is what is key. This is what separates the boys from the men.
Yeah. So you've got if you're in a food processor, just don't paste it. Pulse it, and if you've got a meat mincer, put it in the meat mincer. Okay. So this is how it should look like, grainy, like a couscous kind of paste.
Consistency, yeah. Kind of like a couscous consistency. That looks good here.
Yeah.
So I think we are ready almost to assemble and put these falafels together.
I'm going to go and put it into our fryer. This is also a very nice tool to have. It's a Falafel Maker. You can buy it at any cooking shop, and basically you can make professional falafels with this.
No, listen, we're all about keeping it pro. Yeah, let's show us exactly.
But if you don't have it, you can just use it with your hands or with 2 spoons and make a ball of it. So it's not a train smash if you can't, or if you don't have it at home.
Well, show us how the pros do it, South Africa. I hope that you're cooking along with us. Are we trading places?
Yes.
Okay,
please.
let's trade places.
Okay.
So the heat on that oil is already on. We've kept it on high for about 5 minutes.
Yes, so that's great, because that's a very key factor, actually. Thank you. You want it between 170 and 190 degrees, and if it's not hot enough, the falafel bowl will just break. That will be quite a disappointing. So yeah, let's check if it's hot. You can exactly to me.
Yes, I did it right.
Yes, chef. Perfect.
Ofer, you know what Dumi is doing. We normally we tend to say it all the time on the show that this is a simple way of not getting burnt, but still finding out if your oil is hot enough.
Exactly. That's perfect.
So, Ofer, I just want to mention something that I'm not sure if the viewers saw, but you didn't add any liquid into your falafel mixture, unlike when we did with the Zhoug, you added liquid. So the reason for that is, like you said, you don't want it to be a paste, you want it to be as dry as possible. Yeah,
you want it to be dry. Well, you just want it to be, I don't think it's a big deal. It's not a big deal to do it like that. You just want it in a couscous style, just grainy, really. And this is perfect what we've done. I put a little bit of oil into that tool if we've got, just to make it not stick. And then we just drop it, and we try to do everything relatively at the same time. It will be ready almost, we want it all at the same time. So we just keep putting it in.
Okay, delicious.
And
Well,
we'll
Chef,
take it.
whilst you're doing that, I think I left a spoon on that side. Are you
Okay.
able to help me out with that spoon? Because what I'm going to be doing on my little corner here is I'm going to be assembling what we prepared a lot earlier on in the show. At the top of the show, we've made some delicious pita bread, and I'm going to add the Zhoug, as we like to call it here. And that's essentially just a chili paste that's going to line the inside of the pita bread, just to add with the flavor, the creaminess, so it's not completely dried out. And also, Ofer has offered us some delicious salad here.
Israeli salad, yeah. That's just finely chopped cucumber, tomato with lemon juice and salt and pepper, parsley, and that goes very well with hummus or tahini and a spread of zhoug that you're putting now. And then we're going to check on our falafels. So let me just take this spoon.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chef. So on social media, South Africa, we wanted to find out from you, are you the type of person that goes to the ready-made, simple stuff, or do you like to make things from scratch? Today in the kitchen, we're making everything from scratch. It seems as if our falafels are coming together quite well. I'm already starting to see some brown coming up from the crumbs there.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, so obviously we're making it the proper way, the falafels. I've seen the mix pasty. What happens when you fry it? If it's a bit wet than it is now?
I think it's fine. I don't think
it's still fine.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. Yeah.
What I've seen before, the mix would be more pasty.
Yes. Yeah, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more wet. You're right. I mean, it's
still fine.
Perfect. Yeah, but. Yeah, I really don't have anything to add on that. That's perfect.
Okay, we're looking good on our side as well with our koftas here. So we've got them on the skewer. So the whole idea is to make sure that they cook through over here. But you did mention that these ingredients or recipes can actually be done on an open flame. Like you put these in coal, on the actual coal.
Yes, exactly. So, we would basically cook it, or we say in Hebrew, ala esh, which is on the fire, on the coals, and you would even be able to plate it longer on the skewer, so you can have a longer skewer, and thinner. And the nice thing about the skewer is that it actually cooks the kebab from the inside.
Oh, wow.
So this is a really, really nice way to just flip it as well when you're cooking it on the fire. You can make it, when you're making it, kebabs like that looks fantastic. You don't necessarily have the skewer, but the skewer is great for flipping it when you've got big coals.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think
It tastes delicious on coals, sorry.
On coals?
On coals, yeah, on fire, yeah.
Yeah, talk about a South African twist in this. Senzi shisanyama here out of our skewers and our kebabs. I like that. And the fact that you've mentioned that the skewers are metal, so then that heat from the metal that's being picked up through the pan is going to continuously cook out that meat from the inside as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
So you can even roll it thinner, and you will have, it will cook quicker, and it will just warm from the inside as well.
Lovely, delicious.
Very, very cool.
So how's it going there with the falafels? Do we have one ready yet? Let's see.
We are almost there, but I will take it out shortly.
Nice, I love that. Sisanda, on your side, we were asking South Africans, do they like ready-made food, or do they like to just, make it from scratch, make it a labor of love? What do you have to say on the topic?
From scratch. From scratch.
You said that without blinking. You said that with your entire chest, Queen. What's the reason? Is it because you know essentially what's inside?
Definitely. And also, I get asked a lot why I chose to be a chef. Also, it was just because so that I make what I want to eat. So essentially, going through the whole process of making something also gives appreciation to the food. You give appreciation to the ingredient. You get to appreciate the food even more.
Yeah.
So I love making things from scratch.
Let us see the delicious golden brown goodness that are those falafels. I mean, that looks so good.
Yeah, it does, hey?
No, I'm so ready to put this into the pita bread. You've already got some that you've already taken out here.
Yeah.
If you can just bring those closer to the short one in this corner so that I can start assembling and adding those finishing touches onto the pita bread. And on your side, Dumi?
On our side, we're also done. Our koftas are nice and ready, as you can see them, looking all beautiful and hot. So I think I'm just going to plate them over here with the rest of our... Should we take them off the skewer or do we leave them on the skewer?
You can take them. You can leave them over the skewer if you're serving it, but it's very nice. You know, just to fork it off.
Okay. So whoever that's eating them will actually do that themselves as they're about to eat.
That's very nice.
So you grab it with a bit of pita bread and so forth.
That looks delicious. I just want to.
It smells amazing. Also, all those spices that we put in are actually coming through as well.
And just like that, South Africa, voila! Please do head over to our Afternoon Express website to get the full ingredients list and recipe so you can be making this Middle Eastern cuisine at home. Now, Tumi, we're not done.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We are going to seal it off with the one and only Middle Eastern ingredient or recipe that people love, and that's hummus.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to be making some pickled cabbage that's going to be going along with all of this.
All of that's coming up.